Megan, do you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
Always. Okay, ready?
All right, eyes closed. Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. It's one for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Take it away.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie, and this is Meg. And today we are watching Season 2, Episode 1 of ARCANE. Meg and I are finally to the point where I no longer have all the answers. I have seen Season 1 of ARCANE 2 times, one being semi-recently. And while I am familiar with some of the things that happen in Season 2, like the fates of certain characters or certain scenes that might happen later on in the show, I've not actually sat down and watched Season 2 in its entirety. I've not even seen a full episode the whole way through. So this is a first time watch now for Meg and I, and I'm super excited about that. Is there anything else that you want to include before we jump in, Meg?
No, yeah, all we just know about the show is stuff from social media. Neither of us have watched it. So yeah, first time watch.
Yeah, first time watch. I will say we do know the fates of certain characters. Like I know that I think for most of the main characters, I think I know the fates of most of them. However, how they get to those points, completely beyond me. I know some of the things that happen in the show. I probably know most of the major plot points, but I've not actually seen it. I've just read a synopsis or something. So
It will be so much fun.
Meg and I are gonna hop in, I just think.
Hit play.
I like the sound.
Honestly, just shocked they survived that. That was brutal.
And they're like relatively unscathed.
Yeah.
Hoskell's dead. Sallow's
Oh.
alive but hurt.
Wasn't it the woman that took him in?
Yeah, that's Caitlin's mom.
Yeah. Oh. Is that...
That's Victor.
Oh my god. I forgot Victor was in there. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I will say I have seen that opening scene. That's one of the very few scenes that I've seen of the show is that opening.
I have not seen that scene.
I was wondering if you knew about that, so I kept it quiet.
I know that he like fully like pretty much was all purple, but I didn't realize.
There's a reason.
I thought it was probably on his own volition doing it. Oh.
Hey, she looked good for getting blown the fuck up. Oh, look at this art style.
That's cool.
It's like a drawing.
Everything's gray around her. Oh, Vi. She knows her sister caused that. Oh.
That's a cool coffin, though. I like this art style. This is cool.
Me too.
It's almost like charcoal.
Yeah.
She was a great woman.
I'm seriously shocked how many survived with that whole ceiling and all the walls gone.
We're charged with imposing order. And we've been asleep at our posts.
So kind of you to assist Councillor Sallow, Mother.
I thought it prudent to solicit the advice of such an experienced veteran. We flood the Undercity with enforcers, armed with hex tech. So what is your solution? Chastisement? A firm reprimand?
Pin the attack on Jinx. Post a reward too substantial to ignore.
I'm not comfortable trusting our fate to chance.
2 to 1. We invade.
In crises such as these, it's imperative you present a unified front to the public.
I'll agree to endorse the invasion, but I draw the line at Hextech.
Agreed.
Good call, Mel.
Then it's settled. 2 to 1.
Good for her. She just reading like condolences.
I guess, or she's going through probably her mom's desk. Oh. What is that?
I wish I recognized those symbols, but I don't.
I had the shot.
Your mother left this to you.
The Kiraman key.
Is Vi there?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, she is. I mean, I get him being like, the people from the Undercity killed my wife.
I love those windows though.
They're beautiful.
Hey.
They didn't even kiss last season, did
You were
they?
right.
No.
Okay. If you get Jace to fix the gauntlets, I can do this myself. No one else needs to get hurt.
My mother was right. My arrogance led me to take on more than I could handle, and she paid the price for sending all the enforcers after Jinx. I'm going with them.
I have to help.
You can.
I did know about this. I
As
have
one of us.
mixed opinions
Kate.
on this.
Oh.
You can show they're not all of Zaun supports Jinx.
I watched them kill my parents. Do you have any idea how that feels?
Yes! I thought you were on our side.
Doesn't mean you have to be an
You
enforcer.
didn't think at all.
Watch it.
She hit!
Not my first.
Who is this?
I know, that's what I was just thinking. His voice sounds familiar though.
It does, and I'm trying to figure out who it is.
You lose someone in the attack?
Oh.
So, Jace, what's going on here?
Is Victor like in a cocoon?
Yes.
Oh my god.
How is he?
Same as before? Breathing? Your guess is as good as mine.
He's literally in like a cocoon. Like you were kind of joking. I was like, no.
What the hell?
The hex core has been evolving. All I know for certain is that it's keeping him alive. It should be me up there instead of him.
Don't say that.
He's holding his crutch.
People theorize that he made that for him because it's in red and gold, so it's in Talus colors.
He was right next to me. How does the explosion do that to him? And I just walk out. How did it go with the council?
My mother's entered the game.
Oh, I like this with like the gauntlets in the background, the framing. That's kind of cool.
Mel, I promised Victor. Never again.
It's all right.
I like Mel more in this season so far.
I know. I already like her more than I did in season 1. She seems softer a little bit. Cool. Cool visual.
That was really cool.
Damn, why she got a dumpy on her?
You're not wrong.
She got like a full hourglass figure.
She do video game character.
Hey, Sprout.
Mother and I used to come here when we needed an escape.
That's beautiful.
How's Victor?
He's in a cocoon.
I can't even tell if he's still in there.
3 faces keep spinning through my mind. I see Mother. When they found her. But then there's Jinx. Laughing.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
Kate.
Then I see Vi. I asked her to put on a uniform. Suffice to say, she declined.
Can't blame her.
She thinks those gauntlets of yours will solve all her problems.
What if she's right?
Jace.
Me. Join the Peanut Patrol.
Who is this guy? I feel like he has to be like a character, but like who is he?
I know, I'm curious about that too. But you know, could just meet a stranger, both get drunk together, spill your life stories, and never speak again.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Maddie. And, it's written on your face.
Well, yes.
Got you there.
Random search? Escort off the property? Or are you just here to waste my time?
Caitlin made quite a scene at the station when they tried to deny your enlistment. You went after Silco alone when the council wouldn't back you. Took on his whole gang. If every enforcer had a heart like yours, we could take on Noxus itself. It's nice to know there's still good ones left.
I don't love that sentiment, but sure. Why does it look like a Disney queue? It's giving me PTSD. That guy gives me Undercity vibes. I feel like he's from the Undercity.
Yeah.
Our hope, our curiosity, our compulsion to leave behind us a world better than that before.
I'm not loving the accentuation of this masked person we can't see and them shutting the doors. It's feeling very Game of Thrones to me right now.
Not.
Yes. Okay. Something is wrong. Okay.
Yeah, this is not good.
Today, we share an unthinkable loss.
No mention of Victor, who was also in that fucking room, by the way. Now, mind you, he's not dead, but still.
Yeah, he's not dead. Victor's just always forgotten. Uh-oh. Not the duffel bag.
Attacking at a funeral's crazy.
Yeah.
And they will account for their crimes. Awful, isn't it?
Oh, he's gonna walk right up to Mel.
Is that Jinx?
No. I know who it is, but I won't say. Yeah.
Oh.
It's Rennie.
Oh my god.
Oh, not these fuckers.
Cool entrance, though.
Oh, that one's really big, though, Meg. Jace. Jace got, what, like a table?
Dude's resourceful. Nice.
Jace, you work in a forge. I'm gonna need you to work faster. Oh.
They look so young. I know they're junior officers, but they look so, like, little.
I know.
Just like a young, like, teenager or something.
I think Maddie's supposed to be the same age as Caitlin and Vi.
Really?
Cool.
Nice.
Get the counselors out of here. I have an idea. What are you doing?
Girl, does it matter? Meanwhile, Jace is in a horror movie. I've seen this gif. He said, well. Oh, Mel? Oh, they were in the carriage, that's right.
Why does it kind of look like a younger version of Ford?
Oh, that's the guy from season 1. Is she going to get the gauntlets? She has to be. Oh. You know what? I'm going to be so honest. I thought this guy was going to be bad. Like, that's why he was in the city, but it looks like he's helping them.
Oh.
For my son.
Oh, she brought his hammer. Because the gauntlets were fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this guy? I want to know more about him. Jace, get your big ass up and help her.
He has a whole cut in his back from a saw.
Shake it off. See? Just... Did they fucking miss? course, Ambessa's people.
No way, that's the end. No way.
Is that
no
the
way.
end?
No
No
way.
way. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A memorial? What kind of animals?
You need to find a way to call off the invasion.
What? She dies and leaves this giant hole, and I'm just supposed to fill it.
Caitlin.
The hole gets smaller, but you never fill it.
If I go after your sister alone, one of us comes back in a box.
I know you doubt the merit of your birthright, Caitlin. There's wisdom in that. You're a Kiraman.
This is what you asked for.
Whoa, that's cool.
What is it like an archive?
That's what I'm thinking. It's like her family history, or what? It's like a secret? Oh.
That's kind of dope.
It's like a secret society? Plague masks.
Oh, I know what that is.
Never in our lifetimes has Piltover's leadership been forced into the dungeons of our capital. Does anyone still doubt that our enemy is greater than one deranged individual?
They must have had help from someone up here.
There's a mole.
We aren't prepared for a full-scale invasion.
Who let you in here?
Address me with respect, or keep your mouth shut. I will lead a strike team into Zaun with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer,
What is he working on?
and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco. We've got a few surprises of our own.
Guns?
He built weapons.
Jace.
Jace!
What did we learn? Nothing. Oh, yeah. I remember people flipped about this.
Yeah. Jace.
Look at the guilds.
Jace and all the warm tones, Victor and all the cool tones.
Yeah. Damn it, Jace. She made a decision again without Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have another stranger.
Is that Singed? It's Singed.
Yeah.
Now what the fuck is all that about?
Oh.
What do I even write down for that?
I don't even know.
Okay.
What a way to end the first episode of the second season, I guess.
I just wrote Singed with like 3 question marks.
I wrote Singed with a question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
All right, Meg, that was Arcane Season 2, Episode 1, Heavy as the Crown. What did you think?
That was good. I know everyone's like, Season 2 shit. If this is the height of it, that's okay.
Meg and I are trying to remain impartial about this season because by the time that we're watching this, I mean, we're recording this in September 2025. This show finished in like December of last year. So this show has been out for almost a year now, and I have heard everything under the sun when it comes to characters. I know a lot of people were really upset with this season, especially given how good season 1 was. And I think season 1 is one of the best seasons of TV I've seen in a long time. Like, it's phenomenal. It's really, really good. This season, I have heard, I have not experienced for myself, so I'm not taking it as truth, but I have heard is a clusterfuck. And just recently, the Emmys have been happening recently at the time that Meg and I are recording this, and Arcane this season actually just won an Emmy like 2 days ago. And I saw a pretty viral tweet that was like the first time in history a show has ever just been carried by the animation.
Yeah.
Because the writing was not good. So I am keeping that in the back of my head as like just as a reminder. There are people that don't like this season, but I'm trying not to let it sway me. But in terms of like character choices and stuff, I can already see where it's going.
Well, yeah.
And I can understand why people are upset.
Well, yeah, I remember people really flipped out when Vi became like an enforcer because it's everything she stood against.
It doesn't seem like it makes sense.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, like, I understand like Caitlyn, like everything that's happening, but there had to be other ways. She did not have to put on that badge.
Well, it's also too, like, a lot of people were really unhappy with how they did Vi and Caitlyn, especially. It's funny, I've seen mixed reactions to everyone. I haven't really seen a lot of opinions on Mel. I haven't really seen a lot of opinions on Heimerdinger or Echo, who we didn't see at all in this episode.
I've mostly seen Vi, like mostly opinions on Vi and Caitlyn.
I've seen mostly opinions on Vi and Caitlyn, like derogatory, like negative comments on Vi and Caitlyn. I've seen like semi-positive things about Victor and about Jace. Like I think perception of Victor and Jace varies per person. However, based on what I know, I think my feelings are going to be relatively positive. They are my two favorite characters, granted, so take that with a grain of salt, but Vi is also one of my favorite characters, so I'm very partial to Vi. As of right now, I'm not against her becoming an enforcer. I know that people are like really staunch on like it goes against everything she stands for, but I think when you're this confused and you're surrounded by so many things that are altering your world and altering your perception. I mean, she's been out of jail, mind you, for like 5 days. So she's been out of jail a week and like her entire life has completely changed.
Well, I mean, think about it too. She finds her sister, reunites. She's like, powder's gone. So it's like this whole thing she's been waiting for years to reunite and have like that her sister back and everything. Like the one thing that was keeping her going is completely out the window because again, she's like, powder's dead. So she's like probably like, what the fuck do I do now?
What does she do now? Exactly. Like the thing with Vi is that she doesn't have anybody. Vander is gone. The only other person that she has is Echo, who she hasn't seen since her and Caitlyn left his firelight tree. And she hasn't been back down to the Undercity since then. Like conceivably she could go talk to Echo, which honestly probably would have been a bit more in line, but with her feeling this connection with Caitlyn and feeling like Jinx is my responsibility, I have to stop her. This is how I have to do it. I understand where the writers are going with that. However, I think that in terms of mentality, I don't think it's the most concise plan, especially given that Vi could be like, well, I'm just going to hunt her on my own. I don't need you guys following me down there. She can do it on her own. Why does she have to be in a team?
Why does she also have to be an enforcer? Does she have to put on the badge to be able to go with them? That's my whole question is like, does she have, she's still like working with them, but she wouldn't be one.
Well, I think it was the way that Caitlyn said it, where Caitlyn basically phrased it as like, I'm going after your sister, and if you're coming with me, you have to be with me. So it's like it basically, from the way I gathered it, it boiled down to Caitlyn gave her the ultimatum of either I kill your sister or you can potentially be with me when we find her. I think any form of Vi, whether it's Vi from season 1 or from season 2, would take the chance to be with her when her sister dies. That's kind of the mindset that I'm seeing this as.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's articulated like that. I think I am extrapolating.
Also, Caitlyn, I don't know if you know this, but starting off relationships with an ultimatum, it's not good.
Everyone online is like, Caitlyn's a Nazi. She gets apparently really bad in this season, from what I've heard. And there's a hint about some of it in this episode that I won't bring up, but it has to do with those files that she was looking at. I know what those are, so I won't mention it.
I could tell something was up with the files, and then she goes in with that full-on attitude, like, this is what's gonna go. I'm like, oh.
It's like warfare. She's looking at warfare tactics, is what it is. I have heard through the grapevine that there are actions and decisions that Caitlyn makes throughout this season, and people are calling her like a war criminal and like a warlord.
Vi's got a type of people to have in her life. I mean, her sister's kind of crazy.
Well, to be fair, when she left, her sister wasn't that crazy.
She was just like kind of like a cute little kid who made mistakes. Buckle in, this season's gonna be something else.
There are elements of this season that I'm really excited for, and then there are elements of this season that I am not excited for in the slightest. We also didn't see Jinx at all this episode. No Jinx, no Echo.
See, the thing is that I thought we were gonna like even see like a little glimpse of Jinx.
Yeah, because we don't know what happened to her after she fired the rocket.
They're building up the big bad. This is gonna be a ride. Keeping an open mind.
Yes, I am realistically trying to keep an open mind. I would like to form my own opinions. I have already I find some of the choices the characters have made questionable,
Mhm.
but I think if they are explained well enough, I will be okay with them being explained as they are. Like Jace making the weapons, for as much as Meg and I are hem and hawing about that, it does make sense.
It does. It's the only way they can have a chance because that's the only way they were kind of able to bring him down. I mean, granted, they missed, and then Bessa's people took him down.
Missed.
You know what? That tracks though.
That does track for those two fucking losers.
It completely tracks. When they missed, I was like, you know what? Fair.
I think with Jace making the weapons, it okay, well maybe I'm not as okay with this as I thought I was. It peeves me because he promised Victor, I'll destroy them. But then again, that's not the only promise to Victor that he's broken, because Victor said, you have to destroy the Hex Core, and Jace fused it with him, trying to revive him. So Jace didn't destroy that either, and that's going to come up in the next episode, I think. So Jace kind of got a bad habit of breaking his promises to Victor, especially. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me. However, given how we ended the season with him being like very staunchly like, I have been doing the wrong thing. Victor reminded me what we should be doing. He reminded me what we're fighting for. He reminded me that we were trying to do good. Then Victor is killed in the explosion, or at least severely injured, severely hurt, whatever. I think it's confirmed that he does die. Given that Victor is then killed, at this point in time in the story, Jace does not know that Victor is like stable. So given that, of him being like, Victor told me we have to do good. Victor told me we tried to be great people, but we didn't do any good. Now Victor's dead. It mattered. It didn't matter. Like in the end, nothing amounted. Cut to they're attacked and Hextech is the only thing that saves the day. Him being like, I don't even know if Victor's still here. I can't let him down one more time because I don't even know if he's still alive. So I'll make the weapons, we'll put an end to this, and then whatever. So like I can kind of see the line of thinking that he was going through of, if this is the only way, so be it. But you and I both know that it's the wrong decision.
Yes. Yeah.
Because what was it that Mbessa said in season 1? She's like, weapons can never be unmade and they are always used.
Yes. This is going to go so badly.
You want to jump into notes, even though we've been talking for like 10 minutes already?
Yeah.
Not in our official notes portion. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so maybe we should do things a little different. Instead of like recapping the full episode, maybe we should just talk about like the key points.
Yeah.
Or like questions we have. Because I have a major question that I guarantee you haven't thought of, but as soon as I say it, you're going to be like, oh my god, yeah, why? Here's my question to you, Megan. After the council is blown the fuck up, why did everyone in that room let Jace leave with Victor's dead body? He ran out of the council carrying Victor's corpse and dragged him all the way back to the lab, and no one stopped him?
I feel like if they even tried to, he wouldn't let them.
Well, okay, so I'll point this out too. When Victor gets to the lab, he's not wearing his clothes. Jace took his clothes off because a lot of people theorize that he was probably trying to do CPR.
Yeah.
Or was probably trying to do like chest compressions. And so he probably took Victor's shirt, like ripped Victor's shirt open to start doing like chest compressions or something to try and save his life. It doesn't work, which means that there were enforcers in the building with him. Mel was there. They're watching him try to resuscitate Victor. He can't. He picks him up and just runs out of the building across town back to his lab, and no one says anything. And not only that, Mel comes in later and Victor is just in a cocoon and she's like, how is he? Girl, you're not gonna ask what's going on?
I think at this point, they all knew they had bigger fish to fry and that everyone else was so occupied with getting the other dead bodies that were the actual like council members. And I think they were so preoccupied with everything else. I hate saying it, but Victor was probably just kind of seen as like a not very important member. And I think no one really batted an eye. And Mel, if she saw him run to Victor and pick him up and leave, I think she would have been like, okay. I think Mel, he did check on her.
Well, they were together.
Yeah. And so once he knew that she was okay and then he saw Victor, he was like, okay, Mel's okay. I have to get to Victor. Maybe he started doing, like you said, chest compressions there, not responding to it. picks him up, runs to the lab. We have no idea if he yelled something at Mel to go. I mean, everything was so chaotic, but I just think there was too much going on for anyone to really care or pay attention. All the shock of everything. When you're in such a shock, you don't think, you just do.
I've seen that scene before, that opening scene. I've actually, that's like one of the few scenes I've seen that, and I had seen when Rennie attacked Jace at the funeral, but I didn't know that happened in this episode. I thought that was a later episode. So I knew when things started going awry at the funeral, I was like, oh, that's when this happens. But I didn't realize it was that particular scene. But I've seen that opening scene like once or twice. And there's some things that I noticed that they don't even talk about in this episode that I kind of wish they had. The first and foremost being that when Jace seemingly tries to revive Victor, he took off his clothes and saw all the runes that he had carved into himself. And he never mentions it. Like, he could have mentioned to Mel when Mel came in, he's like, he had runes all over his body. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do. He saw Victor's hex core hand and hex core leg. And then, of course, he saw how it reacted to the hex core. So Jace was aware of it, but he was aware of it before he ever got Victor to the lab.
Yeah.
So in his mind, when he's trying to resuscitate Victor and he notices this hex core hand or the leg or whatever he saw or the runes or something, was he like, oh my God, he was experimenting with the hex core, let me take him there? Like, we don't know the thought process behind how he got from point A to point B. I really wish that had been explained a little bit because I think it's very fascinating. I think it's interesting. But I also like the pacing of how it happens, of like Jace sees him and then it cuts to him in the hallway. Then it's back to him staring at the body. Then it cuts to him in the hallway. And I like the juxtaposition between those two scenes to show you how much time is passing. But still, personally, for me, that's something that I would have wanted to see. Then there's a very, very brief flash of it when Victor is being fused with the hex core, where it like lights up his skeleton from the inside out, and it's like a one frame shot. His spine is in half. His spine got snapped in the explosion. And then also too, I've seen some of the animators and some of the artists that have worked on Arcane came out and said that in early like preliminary sketches, Victor was crushed under a pillar.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like a pillar on top of him, and so Jace would have had to lift it up to get him out of there. I'm trying not to overly question too many things, but Jace being able to run across town with a dead body in his arm is a little crazy to me.
Yeah, I think everyone was just such in a state of shock. They're like, what just happened? The tower just blew up? Like,
that's fair.
Yeah, I think Victor's just kind of, he was always in the shadow. They just knew him as, oh, that's Jace's friend.
Well, even Mel says at one point in season 1, she's like, I didn't know you and Victor were so close.
Yeah.
Girl, we work together every single day. They're like, this man's my bestie.
Yeah, they created Hextech together.
Well, not that anyone fucking remembers that ever.
No, because Jace is the face of it. Do you think if Victor was not in his condition that he is, do you think he would have been more of a face of Hextech?
I think for Victor to have been a front-facing contributor of Hextech, he would have had to have not been from the Undercity. I think even if he was still sick, but was from Piltover, he could have done it. But I think because he was sick and because he was a Zaunite, it just wasn't ever going to happen. Because it's never explained in the show why Jace is the face. It was Jace's idea first, but it was finalized by him and Victor. So
Jason, Mel, of course, and Mel's attracted to Jace, and Jace is like that outgoing, very attractive, like poster face kind of guy. He has the personality, he has the looks. I think it's just the marketing technique.
It is. It's fully marketing. It's exactly what it is. Jace is handsome and attractive and charming and charismatic, and Victor's a little awkward and a little anxious and jittery, but Victor is just so not the leading man type. But also seemingly Victor was okay with staying out of the limelight. Like, he doesn't strike me as the type of character that was ever a major desire for him, because we never see him pitch a fit that like it's man of progress, not men of progress.
Yeah.
Or Jace offers for him to come up on stage, and like Jace has very clearly asked him before, like, come up on stage with me. And Victor says, no, I can't. He waves him off. But at the same time, Jace could have insisted more that he come with him.
Agreed.
I think it was a dual fault there, but
Can we talk about that art style with the funeral of her mother?
It was cool.
That was so cool. Like the kind of graphite charcoal kind of like art around her where everything is like grayed out. So, she's in her own world almost, and everything else is just
Yeah.
non-existent, really.
It's funny because this show uses art styles to kind of show you a bit more about the characters. So, like for Jinx, you have a lot of like really vibrant neons and like splatter. I think of Jinx as like a lot of splatter and a lot of
I think like spray paint, like street art.
well, when I think of street art, I think of the firelights. I think of Echo. But
Oh,
so you see what I'm saying? So like for Jinx, I think of like splatter and like more traditional paint. But for Echo, I think of street art, I think of graffiti, I think of spray paint, I think of that type of stuff. And then for Caitlyn, we're seeing her in like a graphite pencil type style, which is very elegant. And it makes sense for her character where Echo is like a street kid. It makes perfect sense that his art would be like street style. Even the clothing that he wears is like Chinese streetwear. Like that's kind of what I'm associating everything with in my head. So it makes sense. So I like that Caitlyn's art style that we see her in here, or I guess not her technically, but see her environment in, is this kind of elegant graphite, charcoal, like sketchy type look, because it seems like something that would fit her.
well, I mean, look at her upbringing. Look at the family she grew up in. It was more of like a
Exactly.
high class, nicer, elegant home. I like it.
I do too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the animation just in the show is so good.
There's some stuff that happens at the end of the show, like visuals that are just like they like take your breath away. They're so beautiful.
I'm so excited. I thought also the use of cinematography is really, really great in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, why am I blinking? The character who's going up against Jace and they had the tubes.
Rennie?
Yes, Rennie, thank you. When Rennie was going after Jace and everything like that, whenever we're kind of like, she's looking down at us, where it's like that top down kind of view. And it's just like you feel that fear, that terror, like that when, because that's Jace. I mean, it's scary. Somebody's standing over you with a chainsaw. And it's just like the use of that. And then like we switch to angles where it's like Jace and we're like looking down at him, where it's kind of like we see him as something small and scared and everything. It's just, I don't know. I think the use of cinematography, especially in this show, is very, very well executed.
I like that she got her shining moment where the chainsaw came through the door, then we saw her framed by the wood. I always think of The Shining. I always think of Kubrick when I see that. So
what does he say? It's
here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Here's the thing. I think I'm right, but I don't know if I'm thinking that because I read it online somewhere or if it's just I'm reading the context clues correctly. But we got a hint that someone from Topside assisted the incursion on the memorial.
Yeah.
And it's obviously Ambessa. Yes? That's what I was thinking, right?
Really? You think it is?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's Ambessa because one, Ambessa needs Piltover to go to war, and because her daughter won't do it. Mel is always going to push back against it, and I think for Ambessa to sit there and listen in on that council meeting, that very first council meeting, like right after they had like recuperated everyone, for her to come in and listen to Mel basically be like, Mel is still manipulating. I say manipulating. She is still working the council to her advantage where like she might have lost with Sallow once, but she won against him the second time where she's like, okay, fine, I'll agree to go to war with the Undercity, but we won't use weapons. Like that was her way that she did it. And like the thing with Ambessa is that she taught Mel very well. Mel knows what she's doing, and Mel is still a very respected leader of Piltover. But Ambessa needs Piltover to go to war, and specifically, she needs Hextech weapons so she can take them back to Noxus because Noxus is at war. And once Noxus's war is over, then Mel can come home. So I think that Ambessa, and also because Ambessa's people showed up at the last minute ready to save the day, and there's something about it that felt very manufactured, as in like they were just biding their time. And it does beg the question of like, is Ambessa the type of woman that would let her daughter get attacked knowing that she could then come in and save the day?
I am trying to find, she said a quote, and it was in an episode where her and Mel were both talking. And basically she said she would
burn the city to the ground to save the family. Yeah.
So when you said that, I was like, you know what? That's fair. Because I can see that connection. Now, I have no idea so far. That is not a bad guess.
I mean, that's my first thought. My second thought is that there could very well be another traitor like Marcus who is willing to work with, like, that gentleman that we were unaware of who randomly became an enforcer. Oh, I wanted to look up who that voice actor was too. The guy who became an enforcer by the end of the episode, the one that Vi was drinking with. Like,
Yeah.
it could have been him. I don't know. Did we even catch his name?
No.
Let me see what his name is. Oh, maybe that's Loris. Yes. Okay, Loris is the enforcer guy, the big guy.
Okay, the one that we just met?
Yes, his name is Loris. He is voiced by Earl Balin. He seems like a pretty prominent voice actor, which doesn't help. I know. He's Avatar Roku.
That's it. That's the one.
That would be it. Now, he recently voiced Roku, but is it because he's the original Roku is the real question. He does a lot of samurai stuff. Oh, no.
What's his name?
He is not the original Roku. His name is Earl Balin, or Balin, Baylon. I don't know. He's not who I thought he was. His voice sounds really familiar. I probably have heard him before somewhere, so it's fine. I fully think that Ambessa is the one who helped sneak the Chem Barons in so they could attack the memorial. That totally seems like something she would do.
I'm really curious to find out if we ever find out. I'm sure we'll find out what the mole is. Yeah.
I think we do. That would be a really big plot hole to leave.
Yeah.
There was a quote from Vi that I just want to touch on real quick that I loved, where she said the hole gets smaller but you never fill it.
Yes.
When she was talking about grief. I find that very poignant. Like, grief, I think that's a really good way of, like...
One thing I like to think about, and I saw once where it's like, it's a big circle and there's like a ball in it, right? And at first, like, that ball, like, every single time it hits the corner, and every time that hits, you feel that pain, that grief. But over time, the ball gets smaller.
It hits less frequently. I've heard that analogy before as well.
I think about that quite a bit because, I mean, it's very true.
Let's see. Anything else worth mentioning in this episode? We met Maddie Nolan.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Caitlin got the Kiraman key. Jace built weapons. Boo. Vi becoming an enforcer is still...
It's something.
I'm holding my reservations for it. I want to see where they go with it. I don't know if that's the best move, but we'll see what happens. Victor is confirmed to still be alive. We saw a brief motion. His, like, face twitched a little bit in the hex goo. So he's still alive. And then whatever the fuck Singed's got going on. What was up with that?
That was a choice for an ending.
I would have much rather them have ended on Victor, like his face twitching, like, you know, he's still alive. No, Singed with some fuck-ass wolves. Also, where was he?
That's a good question.
It was snowy.
It was nowhere near Piltover, I'm sure. That's going to be an interesting arc.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Singed. I know where he ends up, I think, at the end, but I don't really know what happens to him during the season, so we'll see. That'll be fun. All right, Meg, is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up here?
No, I think I'm good to go. I think I'm good to get on to the next one.
All right, well, without any further ado, Meg and I will sign off here for the night, and you guys can check us out here and on Patreon as well. We do post, again, our full edited reactions on Patreon as well. They're probably actually a little bit longer than the ones here on YouTube because YouTube does not like how we edit the Arcane episodes. Hopefully you guys can check those out. They're totally free. The link is in our bio. You guys can head over there. It's just a public tier. All you have to do is join, and you'll have access to all of our Arcane reactions. Meg and I think are going to sign off here, though, and you guys can check us out in The Legend of Vox Machina, which comes out on Mondays and Wednesdays, which we're still finishing up as well. But without any further ado, we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.